When you are discouraged, you need someone who's going to come up. A Barnabas was sent. And then when he went, they were encouraged and they were able to continue with the work of the Lord. When we do the work of the Lord, there is always a challenge that will come our way. Other challenges are like the one Peter had. The Bible says that when Peter came to Antioch, Paul, when he met with Peter, when he was at Antioch, he was trying to act like, I'm not going to mix with the Gentiles. These, people are not with us. But Paul was able to rebuke him or encourage him, that they could not do that because God has changed them. He had saved them by faith. You need to be faithful to what God has called us to do. Proverbs 27 verse 6. The wounds of a friend mean well, but the kisses of an enemy are profane. When Paul was able to rebuke Peter, that was a good thing. Because that's like the wounds of a friend, they mean well. I might say something to you. It might hurt you. It might upset you. But I mean well. I mean well. But the kisses of an enemy are profane. You can think of all the bad words that can be said to you. You think you are being kissed, that you are loved. You are not. But Peter here, Paul rather, he was able to rebuke the saints and told them, you cannot do that. If you want a reference to that, is Galatians chapter 2, verse 11 to 14. It says, but when Cephas came to Antioch, I opposed him to his face because he was condemned. For before certain people came from James, he used to eat with the Gentiles. But when they came, he withdrew and separated himself because he was afraid of those who were of the circumcision. And the rest of the Jews also joined in this hypocrisy with him, so that even Barnabas was carried away with them in their hypocrisy. But when I saw that they were not being straightforward with the truth of the gospel, I said, this can't happen. Not over my watch. Peter, you can't do this. You can't tell Barnabas. Barnabas then maybe was a young person in faith. And whatever Peter was doing, we're talking of an apostle. We are talking of someone that sat with Jesus. We're talking of someone that went to the mountain and the transfiguration took place. He was there. And so whatever Peter did, if I were there, maybe I would also be tempted. Because we're talking of Peter. We're talking of someone who walked on water. When was the last time you walked on water? Peter did. Peter did. We're talking of someone who took chances, cut someone's ear. And right there, Jesus, makes a miracle. And you would think, this is the man of God. But like our brother said, it's better, it's time for us to have an extra antenna that you can hear and listen to what is being said. Let it be tested in your spirit. And if it is not of God, you'll be able to reject it. So Paul challenged him. But that was a good challenge. He was able to challenge him.